he's talking about the rise of lesbianism. That's what he's referring to. Verse 27, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman. See that? Now he's talking about homosexuality, being gay. Leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. And even as they did not like to retain Elohim in their knowledge, they didn't want it, Elohim gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. The word reprobate comes from the Greek term adokimos, number 96 in the Strong's Lexicon. It means an unapproved mind, a rejected mind, a worthless mind. Okay? Reprobate mind, the way that you think. Keep that in mind, because this is also added to human nature, which we'll be looking at. Verse 29, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Elohim, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who, knowing the judgment of Elohim, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Now this is Brother Shaul. Again, he went back to Genesis, to what took place between the seed of Seth and Cain, who were ultimately destroyed by the waters of the flood, one man and his family being saved at the Noah. But from that point on, the world became corrupt again. Hence, Nimrod comes on the scene. Okay? And begins that process over again. Right? So let's take it to Isaiah now. Yeshayahu, chapter 29. We're going to make some comparisons. Woe to Ariel, woe to Ariel, the city where David dwelt. Add ye year to year, let them kill sacrifices. Yet I will distress Ariel, and there shall be heaviness and sorrow, and it shall be unto me as Ariel. Now what Ariel, or more correctly Ariel, is, it is a prophetic name referring to Yerushalayim, okay, or Jerusalem. Okay? Verse 3. And I will camp against thee round about, and will lay siege against thee with a mount, and I will raise forts against thee. Now he's talking about his people. Keep that in mind. Israel. Verse 4. And thou shalt be brought down, and thou shalt be out of the ground, and shalt speak out of the ground, and thy speech shall be low out of the dust, and thy voice shall be as one that hath a familiar spirit. Think about that. What is he talking about? What is he saying in reference to his people? And thy voice shall be as of one that hath a familiar spirit out of the ground, and thy speech shall whisper out of the dust. Listen to all of these things that he's saying. And doesn't it sound similar to what he said to that old serpent? Verse 5. Moreover, the multitude of thy strangers shall be like small dust, and the multitude of the terrible ones shall be as chaff that passeth away. Yea, it shall be at an instant, suddenly. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts. with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And the multitude of all the nations that fight against Ariel, even all that fight against her and her munition, and that distress her, shall be as a dream of a night vision. It shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint, and his soul hath appetite. So shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For Yahweh hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. Listen to this now. Dealing with his people, dealing with the nations that are coming against his people. He's going to pour out a spirit of deep sleep. Think about that. What's taking place here? Remember? Israel. Be it the house of Israel, be it the house of Judah. They were disobedient to the Most High. They were disobedient. And as a result of that disobedience, in not adhering to the instructions, not adhering to the charge that was given them, they reap upon themselves the wickedness that they sowed. Okay? This is what we're reading about. And the fact that it says a deep sleep, they're talking about being in a state of death. In other words, you're going to die. Let's move on. Verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the word of a book that is sealed. What is he telling us here? Which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned. Wherefore Adonai said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, lip service as we call it, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Think about this now. Now let's go back to what Brother Shaul was saying, how they became vain in their imagination, which points to their discussion and their consideration. So now, among Israel, the obedience to the Most High is now based on the precept of men. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. Now, who are the wise men? Who are the prudent men? Let's turn back to another letter written by Brother Shaul to the assembly established in Corinth. Now, Corinth is a city that was southwest of Athens in Greece. And Athens is the largest and actually it's the capital of Greece, and it's also the largest city of Greece. Okay? So this letter, again, written to the assembly at Corinth. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 1, which reads, Paul, called to be an apostle of Yahushua of Mashiach, through the will of Yah, Sosthenes our brother, and Sosthenes our brother, unto the assembly of Allah, which is at Corinth, to them that are sanctified in Mashiach, Yahushua, called to be